Hello, my name is Brittanie Ramsey, and today I will be discussing the results of my action research project. As I completed this project, my goal was to analyze the relationship between parental involvement and the positive or negative effects it has on preschool students. To give you a little bit of background about myself, I have been working with the Polk County preschool programs since 2005, and I am currently in my 13th year of teaching. I have worked with several grade levels, but by far, preschool programs is my favorite group to work with. Currently, I work at Inwood Elementary School. Inwood Elementary School is very unique to the schools in Polk County because it is the only community school. By community school, it means that all students live within 2 miles of the school and there are no buses. Students are either walkers or car riders. That's what makes it special. Inwood Elementary School is fairly small in comparison to some of the other schools in our county. We currently have less than 400 students. Because of how small our school is, we currently only have one unit of VPK offered at our school, which is a total of 18 students which are served. Because of the close proximity, we frequently have parents on campus visiting for lunch or coming for after-school activities. The VPK program at Inwood Elementary School is funded by Title I. All students that attend our program are able to attend for the full day, and they receive free breakfast and free lunch. The research that I have conducted for this study takes a look at an assessment that our students are given 3 times a year during the fall, winter, and spring. The name of this assessment is Teaching Strategies Gold Systems. My goal was to look at the fall data that was collected from the gold assessment and compare it to the winter gold assessment. During the action research process, I established some essential questions to help guide my research. For example, I wanted to know what type of parental involvement activities would parents be interested in. Also, I wondered if having more frequent parental involvement activities would have a positive effect on future gold assessments. And in which gold assessment dimensions were my students performing the lowest in? The gold assessment is a tool that my district has adopted to assess all students in early childhood education programs. And I feel like it's very important to me to see how I can improve those scores. After reviewing our fall data from the gold assessment, it was revealed to me that my students were performing the lowest in 3 areas. The first was the social emotional, the second was literacy, and the third was in the area of mathematics. After reviewing our gold assessment data and seeing those areas of weakness, I was challenged to find an innovative way to improve our scores. When looking for ways to improve student achievement, I thought about parents and how they're the child's first teacher. Even before they walk into my preschool doors, they are taught by their parents from birth up until about 4 years old. The preschool programs department has sent out different ideas on how to engage parents and get them to come join us in the classroom. In years past, I've been hesitant to begin involving the parents directly in the classroom during the school day because I've often wondered if I would lose control over the classrooms or if my students would behave differently knowing that we had visitors. My innovation was to improve parental involvement by including them directly during the school day. Our parents have had other opportunities where they've come in after school for open house or parent information nights or orientation, but I would like to make sure that the parents are able to come into the classroom so that they can see the sorts of activities we do, the classroom routines and expectations, and ultimately, they will learn some new skills that they can use at home, which will help their child improve as well. Due to the fact that I wanted to promote educational change within my classroom, I took action by inviting the parents directly into the classroom and allowing them to be a part of our day. After establishing the goals of my project, I began to review literature that was closely related to parental involvement and the effects it can have on the students. The literature I reviewed provided some of the benefits of parental involvement in schools. There are often fewer behavioral problems, better academic performance, and the students are more likely to complete high school and college. I felt there was a need to increase some of the parental involvement in my classroom because I'm really curious about how the behavior problems might improve by having other adults in the classroom and also by having their parents present. During the last school year, there were 3 students that were dismissed from the VPK program due to behavioral concerns. I often wonder if their parents have been involved and more present within the classroom, would those students been able to complete the school year? Additionally, the benefits of parental involvement that have to do with better academic performance and on to complete high school and secondary school are very important to me. Here in my county, there are strict policies about not having any food celebrations or parties within the school day. I was thinking of ways to get parents to come in Valentine's Day that didn't involve sweets or chocolate. Approximately 2 weeks prior to Valentine's Day of this year, parents were invited to come in and join us for active learning activities. To ensure that the learning activities were successful on Valentine's Day, parents were given activity cards. On those activity cards, there were a list of objectives so the parents would know why the students are completing that activity. Beneath the objectives, there were step-by-step directions located on the activity card. That provided parents the confidence they needed to lead the activity as I watched as a privileged observer. In addition, several of the activity cards had listed questions that parents could ask the students as they were completing those activities. I was very pleased with our Valentine's Day parental involvement activities. There were 9 parents that were able to join us that day. There was my co-teacher and myself, which left us with 11 adults and 18 students. The students rotated around the room in small groups, and because of the amount of parents that we had join us, we were able to even do some groups that were one-on-one and some groups that had 2 parents working together to provide a positive learning experience. Upon preliminary review of the gold data that was recently taken during our winter term, I compared it to the fall term and saw that my students did, in fact, improve in the areas of social, emotional, mathematics, and literacy. At this time, it is hard to tell what an impact the parental involvement had on the students, but I do know that it helped strengthen the relationships between myself and the parents. It provided them with activities that they can complete with their child at home, and the student behavior was very good on that day. Although I have only completed one parental involvement activity so far this year, I look forward to completing one next month that focuses on science and technology. After conducting my action research project, I feel highly motivated to provide parents with more opportunities to be involved in their child's educational process. I'm excited to continue inviting parents into our classroom, and my hope is that everyone involved has a positive experience with their first year here at Inwood Elementary in the VPK program. My ultimate goal is to provide the information that I obtain in my data collection and share it with the stakeholders involved in preschool programs that not only will affect other classrooms in the county, but it would be nice for it to move on to other grade levels where kindergarten teachers, first grade and beyond, invite the parents in, and parents really feel a true part of their child's education.